इधर वाले उड़ गया
ये रहे सब लोग
इधर आ
are flamingos and they are
गया
flamingos which have just landed at Seawoods NRI complex. We are expecting around 10 to 20,000 flamingos to come over here as there is high tide. So flamingos typically would come 2 hours before the high tides at NRI Seawood complex where we are standing right now. We just saw a bunch of flamingos landing here, which I am shooting. And this is the path. That's NRI complex. This is the flight which has come from the new airport. We will try and go closer to the place where more flamingos are landing. So we will walk towards it. There's no charge to come over here. We are at NRI complex Seawoods in Navi, Mumbai. This is the spot where during the low high tide, 2 hours before the high tide, the flamingos come not stand during high tide, so they come over here. We are expecting about 10,000 flamingos to come just before the sunset, which is at 7:05 p.m. There's no entry fee for coming over here. Right now, there are about thousands of flamingos which are here. This is just behind Seawoods NRI complex. Today being a holiday, there are a lot of visitors. You can see our new set of flock which is landing. We will have a lot of shots from Osmo 360, our DSLR, couple of DSLRs we have, so which I'll be posting later. This is right behind Seawoods. We are expecting about 10,000 flamingos to land right now because during the high tide, the flamingos would settle over here and come here from the creek. चलो आगे.
ये कुछ हवा का डायरेक्शन भी होता होगा उसके साथ भी चलते हैं.
Yeah. Thanks for talking. I want you to walk around now. Yeah. Yeah.
बड़ा है थोड़ा पिंक है एक बड़ा थोड़ा तो बड़ा पिंक दिखता है वो आता है बिल्कुल आगे साइड यू आर पढ़ना नहीं प्ले ठीक है वो एक्चुअल पिंक के साइड है पन्ना से साइड ये सूरज पड़ ये का पूरा दिख रहा है लेकिन ये तो रहा ना रात्रि अवस्था है ना बात है मैंने सब वो वेरी सन तो गोद में मत बैठा इसे तो मेरे को बैठने नहीं देता चलो भाई चला ये देखो डार्क पिंक आया देखो उठ तुम्हारे बटने है पिंक तुम मान नहीं रही हो तो मैं क्या करूंगा मैं गोद में बैठी है टोका मैं तेरे को नेक्स्ट टाइम से लाना बंद कर है बहुत क्यूरियस बनाऊंगा अरे किधर ही है चलो कितने लोग हैं कनेक्ट से देखते
There are 5 spots in Mumbai where flamingos come. I have a video which I posted last year where all these 5 spots have been mentioned, except for Airoli Creek. All other places you can go and watch flamingos for free. There's Shivri Fort, which is now not accessible after the Atal Setu bridge has been built. Then there's Bhandup pumping station, which from last year they have started ticketing. Then there's Airoli Creek. At Airoli Creek, you can take a boat which will take you in the ocean, which will take you in the 6 meters deep ocean, and you can watch the flamingos right in front of you. Then the third location is Karave. Karave is in Seawoods, and right now we are also behind NRI complex, which is very near to the creek and where a lot of settlement happens during the high tide. And there's one behind the DPS school. And there's one more spot which has happened now, which is at CBD Belapur, where again you take a jetty for 350 rupees for a 1 hour ride. So all these places you will be able to spot the flamingos in Mumbai. You can watch the video where all the locations have been given, where you can watch the flamingos for free as well as for the you can book a jetty and go. So we have Ajit who is on the DSLR. We have Prashant who is on Osmo. Prashant is on Osmo 360. And we will be we'll be sharing the live photos. We will be sharing a lot of pictures of of the landing of flamingos, which is expected in another 15 or 20 minutes on my channel. You can be on the channel. There are also a lot of travel videos of different countries and different treks like Everest Base Camp, Thorang La Pass in Nepal. And of course, my latest trip to Sri Lanka also, there are a lot of videos. But right now, let's enjoy Mumbai flamingos. आगे जाना है क्या? Ah, look at them. A new flock has just come. वो टच से जा रहा है. We also have a drone, but this is a no drone zone. So we might not take a risk of flying the drones over here. We will go to DPS school and fly the drone in some time. We came here last week as well, but since it was low tide, we did not get any settlements. Right now, in front of us, we are seeing a lot of birds flying in. We are expecting this whole lake to get filled up. आगे जाएंगे? कुछ है नहीं ऐसा. नहीं, आगे वो टॉप पे है. वो बाजू दिखा. हाँ, वो बाजू दिखा. वो बाजू लेफ्ट, आगे से राइट में दिखा क्या आपको? नहीं. So those who are not aware are leaving because typically they would come here before the sunset to settle at night because the high tide is at around 10:30 p.m. and you will see the whole flock of flamingos flying in and settling in this place. And they come over here because the waterbed is shallow. They eat algae. They come into India when they are very white. They eat the algae, and as they eat the algae, they get pink in color.
Bye.
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 So we are not taking drone because of this very reason. We were asked by the police right at the entrance if we are flying the drone. Of course, we are not going to feed. I'm here. चलो आगे. कलर देखो ये तुम बोल रहे पिंक नहीं होता वो लोग खा के पिंक हुए ना so we can see the flamingos coming in now. This is a stock. We'll see a lot of flamingos coming from this side of the sky, settling into this lake. After we have come, the flock has just increased, almost doubled. We have seen 100 flamingos in some time. Those are going to the DPS school. I'll zoom and show. Watch this. Hello, Nanang Kipli. Hello, hello. So this is the location behind NRI Seawoods complex. There's no entry fee. Unfortunately, we cannot fly drones over here. Otherwise, I would have taken a drone shot. I also have DSLR with me and Osmo. So we'll be sharing the Osmo and DSLR shots uh, little later. There are 5 spots in Mumbai where you can spot flamingos for 6 spots, in fact, now. So there's Shivri, there's Bhandup pumping station, which is where you have to pay a charge if you go by a vehicle. There's an entrance charge. Then there's Airoli, which has ferries which go right in between and near to the flamingos. Preferably go during high tide. Then there's Karave Seawoods. Then this is behind NRI complex, and then there's CBD Belapur. So all these other places other than Airoli, you have to go while there is high tide. So when there's high tide in the sea, they come and settle over here at Bhandup pumping station, at Airoli, and at CBD Belapur and Fullway. So as I told you, during the sunset, the flock of birds will come and settle over here, and this is exactly what is happening. The high in anticipation of high tide, which they know where it is, they are coming over here. I'm expecting 10,000 flamingos over here. 10,000, yes. So after I came about 15, 20 minutes before, uh, the numbers have only gone up by 3 or 4 times. And if you are lucky, we'll see them dancing as well. We have a drone, but we have a lot of photographers over here. This one is with Sony. He's using 750 mm lens. We also have our DSLR. My team has a DSLR. We have 360. We have drone. We cannot unfortunately fly the drone. There's no fly zone over here. So this is NRI Seawoods in Navi, Mumbai, in India. Uh, the flamingos come in the summer, and during the high tide, they come and settle over here in this creek. There are 5 other locations which are there. All the locations have been given in my YouTube video, which I posted last year. So right now there are about 500 odd flamingos. We are expecting around 10,000 flamingos to come over here. As I said, about I think so 200 have started to come, and watch them land. Watch them turn and land. All of them will land around in this place. They will land around here. Yes, they will land around here. They all will land. There will be meeting dance also, which will happen. I hope the sunlight is good to see the meeting dance. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
लाईव्हशी शिस्तबद्ध
Thank you.
Sorry. Excuse me. Okay. At last got the vantage point. And yes, there we go. I will share the DSLR shots and I will share the Osmo shots as well. As I told you, before the sunset, I'm expecting 10,000 flamingos, as I promised you, will be landing over here today. Because there's high tide in the creek, in the sea, the flamingos come and settle over here. Today, the high tide is at 11 p.m., 3 hours before the high tide. The flamingos come over here and settle. Expecting 10,000. When I came, there were around 100. Now there are about 1,000. In half an hour, there'll be 10,000. And watch them settle. They are flying in from the sea and they'll be settling over here. They come from Shivri, they come from Bhandup and Airoli, and they settle over here. They settle over at DPS school as well, which is again in Navi Mumbai, in near Belapur. Yeah, uh, I'm not at all surprised, as I mentioned before going live, that there'll be 10,000 flamingos. And watch, just watch them. Now they are coming in thousands. The sea will, this whole lake will be covered with pink, white and pink. This is in India, and this is how beautiful India is.
वहाँ पे रख दो ना,
These flamingos fly in circles and settle into this lake. They will cover this whole lake and they will make it pink very soon. There's a mating dance which will happen soon. So stay tuned so that in another 10 or 15 minutes, we should see the mating dance. So another 50 odd have come in. These flamingos will get closer to us as they get filled up because they are right now staying away because there's a lot of crowd which they are not used to. Today being a holiday, uh, they are not typically coming close by and staying. They usually eat algae, which is not available in the deep sea or deep waters. They are typically in the borders and they will come and settle as close as possible over here uh, as the lake fills up. And I'm expecting the lake to be filled up very soon. You can see a lot of them flying in continuously. They fly in from Shivri and from deep waters of Airoli as there is high tide, and they settle over here because the water is shallow and they get the food to eat, which is algae. When they eat algae, they get the color turns into pink. One fun fact: the blood of flamingo is black in color. It's not red. Uh, I stand corrected. The milk of flamingos is red in color. So when they are feeding their little ones, they will be as if you will feel that the blood is coming out of them, but actually it is the milk. The milk of flamingos is red in color. हाई टाइड के 3 घंटे पहले आता है। आज 4 मीटर्स का हाई टाइड है 11:05 PM को। तो कभी भी आप हाई टाइड दिन में कभी, हाँ, उसके 3 घंटे पहले अभी यहाँ पे 10,000 आएंगे अनदर 15 मिनट्स में, क्योंकि वो वहां से निकल के वहां पे खड़े नहीं रहे, दे कैन नॉट स्टैंड, तो दे हैव टू कम हियर एंड स्टैंड एंड दे विल बी एबल टू ईट, दे विल सेटल हियर इन द नाइट। आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग 10,000, या 10,000 एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ। 10,000 मिनिमम। हाँ, अभी वो मॉर्निंग में 4 बजे की लो टाइड है, तभी वो लोग जाएंगे। हाँ, वो लोग को खाना चाहिए। इंडिया में वो लोग आते ही बिकॉज खाना खाना चाहिए। अंकल वो, हाँ, वेरी गुड। ये पूरा भर जाएगा, ये एक्चुअली आपको लेंस की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। अच्छा, मेरे पास सिर्फ 45 mm लेंस है, बट वो मुझे सिर्फ फ्लैश चाहिए। Oh yes, I'll go behind you. Mostly you will see the mating dance, so give space for videos. Oh, look at this. Just look at this. Amazing. Look at them settle. See hundreds of them flying in now. They are already in 2,000, and look at this lot. Oh yeah, 10,000. I promise you 10,000. I will show you 10,000. Just see them settle. Yes. No less than 10,000 today. No less than 10,000. See the ones who are coming closer. They will come closer because the food is close. The food is very close to where we are sitting, and they have to come here because they eat algae, and algae is over here. They don't get algae very close between the lake. They will get it only on the shores. So if they are hungry, they will come close. And if the lake is filled up, they have to come near to us. Okay, it's time for me to leave and take some photographs on my other equipments. I may take a chance with the drone, but it's very difficult to fly the drone over here because the birds are flying and I cannot fly with the birds. So yeah, uh, stay tuned. I'll be posting a video of this very soon. And thank you for watching.